to Bookwrights House, where imagination takes flight and every story has a heart. Today, we are thrilled to welcome the imaginative and heartfelt author, Mary Beth Allen, whose latest work, The Battle Cry for Freedom, is an adventure rooted in courage, friendship, and the power of perseverance. Beth brings a lifetime of storytelling, experience that began in childhood, growing up in Beaver Creek, Ohio, surrounded by family, books, and endless playtime adventures. With neighborhood friends, she nurtured her creative spark early on. Despite a lack of encouragement in her school years, she found her own path writing stories as young as age 9. Now, after a fulfilling career, including her current role as a hospital registrar, where she enjoys hearing the stories of patients. Good day, Beth. I'm Elijah Barcelona, and on behalf of Bookrights House, thank you for joining us. We're so excited to talk with you about your new book, the characters readers are already falling in love with, and powerful themes woven throughout the battle cry for freedom. So let's dive right in. So, to begin, the battle cry for freedom is a compelling title, evocative, emotional, and full of energy. What inspired you to write this book, and how does it connect to the themes of friendship and bravery?
What inspired me to write the book was actually to tell the story of Jesus in a different way, just like C.S. Lewis did in the Lion, the Witch, the Wardrobe. And what was the second part of the question?
Um, what inspired you to write this book, and how does it connect to the themes of friendship and bravery?
Well, in my opinion, Tunggul, who is Indonesian for the first son of God, is the one who gave them the ability to be friends and brave. Without him, they wouldn't have been able to do that.
Mhm. So, your story introduces a prophecy delivered by an old woman, a pivotal moment. What message were you hoping to convey through the scene, and how does it guide the journey of your characters?
What I was trying to convey to the scene is that everybody has a purpose. They don't have to have a prophet come and tell their parents that this is what your purpose is. Everybody has a purpose, and it can be used for the good. As far as how it conveys to the characters, that part is really kind of obvious. They were told that they were supposed to go to the City of Mystery, and they did it.
Mhm. Okay, so as we get to know the heart of your story, the characters really stand out. So, can you share more about Michael, Petra, Flyby, and Zion? How did you develop their unique traits and abilities?
It's kind of weird. It's just like they came to my mind and heart. I didn't really think about it pretty much.
Mhm.
But each one, I think, is a part of me. Like Zion's a little girl that wants affection and attention and wants to be a part of something. And Petra's the one that's intelligent, and I'm not super intelligent like him, and Michael's a leader, and I tend to be somewhat of a leader. And Flyby is the one that's family oriented, wants to take care of people. That's all of it's a little bit of me.
Okay, so let's talk more about the characters. So, each of them has a special gift that adds depth and purpose. How do their gifts reflect their personalities, and what do they teach readers about diversity and teamwork?
This is a hard question. Okay.
Okay, just a glimpse of it, just something.
I already said like Michael's a leader.
Mhm.
Petra's the intelligent one. Flyby is a family oriented. Zion's just a little girl learning to be personality wise.
Mhm.
And that as far as diversity and teamwork, it shows that if you learn to listen to each other and learn to care about each other and to um, not use, that's a bad word, but to use each other's gifts in a way that's appropriate, that teamwork will happen.
Okay, that's right. So now let's talk about the adventure itself. So the journey from the city of mystery to Salvatore sounds exhilarating. So what challenges did you face while crafting their journey, and how did you ensure each step was meaningful?
Okay. The challenge I had when crafting the journey was to make it as realistic as possible and still keep it a fantasy. For example, when Michael fell off Womagera, the giant eagle, when they were crossing the mountain because she hyperventilated, the hyperventilation was the realistic part. The fact that the eaglet and the little dragon, pulled her back to Womagera, that's the fantasy part.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the hard part on me. And the rest of that question, I'm sorry.
How did you ensure each step was meaningful?
I think that answers that question.
Mm-hmm. So the way you crafted the fantasy side of the story.
Yes.
Okay. So the City of Mystery plays a significant role in your story. Can you describe its importance and how it shapes your characters' experiences?
The city of mystery are gracious is hope because they fought the Dresden and won. The Dresdens are the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And because they won, that gives the Salvadorians hope because that means that maybe they can do it too. Plus, they're a place where they can get food and building materials for their homes and stuff like that. So that gives them more hope.
Okay, so let's switch gears a bit. Let's talk about the process of writing. So, what was your writing experience like for the sequel? Did anything change compared to when you wrote The City of Mystery?
As far as the process of writing, I still wrote it basically the same. I just kept writing. Then I went back and fixed things, except for one thing. The first chapter, I tried to write in there parts of the City of Mystery so that if necessary, this book could stand alone and not have to be a sequel, if that makes sense. That seemed important.
Okay, so speaking of your writing journey, were there any scenes in the battle cry for freedom that were especially challenging or particularly rewarding to write?
The scenes where they were telling about Toomble at each of the four corners of the city, it was difficult to write because it was so much the same. I didn't want to bore the readers by repeating it over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. So I was trying to think of ways to get it across to the four corners without boring the readers. So that was very challenging.
Challenging part. Yes. Okay, so your book touches on big, real world issues. What are some key takeaways you hope readers will carry with them after finishing this story?
I'm hoping that people will see that we all need to work together to solve these problems. That poverty and hunger is there, and we need to do something about it. We can't ignore the issue. But we have to do it together. One person can't do it.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So now for the question everyone wants to ask. Are there more books coming in this series, or are you planning to explore new story worlds?
I've got one more book in the series, but I don't know if I'm going to publish it or not. It's in the future,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about the blue orb and the characters who take care of it. And it's kind of a good versus evil thing. But I'm not going to go any more into it.
Okay. So, are you going to be with the same themes or issues, or are you going to explore new issues or themes in your book?
Um, I don't know. I've got it written, but now that I think about it, I may have to think about it some more. Because now you guys have told me that I've done more than I realized I'd done
Mm-hmm.
as far
Yeah.
as the different themes and stuff. So I'm going to have to think about my new book and whether or not I cover different issues.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to think some more.
Okay, yes, we'll wait for the next book. Okay, so
Okay.
one of the joys of storytelling is connecting with the readers. How do you
Yes.
hope readers will relate to your characters and their journey?
I hope they see the importance of friendship and love and purpose.
Mm-hmm. That's the most important one. What do you enjoy most about engaging with your audience, and how can they reach out to share their thoughts?
What do I enjoy most? Of course, just like anybody else, I like to be told I write well,
Yes, that's the best compliment a writer could have.
but I'm willing to take constructive criticism as well
Mhm.
because I always want to write better. As far as the second part of that, once the website is done, it's not quite ready yet. I've got a link to my email and they can send questions and stuff there.
Okay, to connect more with the audience. Okay, that's a good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So let's go next with personal reflections. So, as a lifelong storyteller, your path is inspiring. What lessons have you learned as an author while writing this series?
I just have one word.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, a sentence. The importance of perseverance. Don't give up.
Yes, you continue what you're doing, even though others do not believe in you, even though some others put you down, you just move forward with whatever you want, with whatever's in your mind.
Exactly.
Okay. So, if you could share one piece of advice with aspiring authors, what would it be?
I already said it. Don't give up.
Yes. How
Just keep
about,
going.
okay, just that?
Yeah, just keep going. Keep trying. Take classes.
Mm-hmm.
Get constructive criticism. Let other people read your work and let them be honest with you.
Okay, so just the perseverance is enough. Okay. Do you have like the physical copy of your book with you?
I can get it real quick.
Okay, please. Okay.
Da-da-da.
Oh my, that's nice. Okay, can you show it more in the screen, and then can you farther, a bit farther? Okay, there, perfect. So, while showing the physical copy of your book, can you invite the readers to read your book, and where can we purchase it?
You can purchase it at Life Rich Publishing
Mm-hmm.
or Amazon. I'm not sure where else, to be honest with you. They gave me a bunch of different things, but I don't remember them all. Isn't that terrible? I am 69 years old. What do you want?
Okay.
Anyway, that's the two main places.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can you say a few words to invite the readers to read your book?
I would love for you to buy this book and read it. I think you'll find it very interesting and
Mhm.
very enjoyable and more and have some deep meaning to it if you look.
Mhm. Okay.
Other than that, I don't have anything to say.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, you can put it down. I think it's is it a bit heavy for you?
No, I have essential tremors, so it
Oh,
changed.
okay. Okay, yeah, I was a bit maybe it's too heavy for you. Okay. Final question before we end the interview.
Okay, I have one more thing I have to say.
Okay, okay.
I'm supposed to say I have thoroughly enjoyed working with Emmanuel Joshua
Mm-hmm.
as my book consultant.
Mm-hmm.
He has done a fabulous job. That's all I have to say about that, too.
Actually, that's what I'm supposed to ask. How was it working with Think the Script and Bookwrights House? And you've already complimented working with one. Okay, thank you for your kind words. But this has been a truly meaningful conversation. Thank you for sharing your story, both the one you've written and the one you've lived. Your journey from imaginative childhood games to published book reminds us all that creativity never fades. To our audience, thank you for joining us today at Bookwrights House. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep writing, and remember, every story begins with a spark. Thank you so much, Beth. It was nice talking with you.
You too.
Okay. Have
I'll see you sometime again, maybe.
yes, for your next book.
My next book. That's it.
Yes. Thank you so
Goodbye now.
much. Goodbye. Have a great evening ahead.
You too.